the students should have already gotten the code, and the students should have gone to Google Classroom, put in the code, and joined on their own. Just like on the previous page, we've seen that some kids are doing that. Now, again, like I was telling you all, let's say Monday morning, you don't have anyone in there. You go to your Google Classroom, you click people on students, put the little plus symbol, and then type in the first and last name of all the kids that are in your grade band and are enrolled in your grade band, no matter what group they're in, and if they're paper-based or not, type their first and last name in there. And if you don't want to wait till Monday to do that, and you just want to say, hey, I want to show that we reached out to them as many ways as we can, go ahead and do that. So these are my 3 students, my 3 guinea pigs for this example. I'm going to push invite. And right now they are all kind of grayed out. That means that they were invited, but they haven't accepted it yet. So Emma and Bruce, since they have been accepted, and they have turned, as you can see, like a solid color. And the cool thing is that I didn't even know with Emma was I had her accept it, and I didn't even have to add her myself as a guardian. And in the meeting, I mentioned Mr. Clanton during term 3, shout out Mr. Clanton, had invited me to be a guardian for Emma and monitor her progress during term 3 of distant learning. And so when Emma accepted this invitation, since I was already her guardian in another Google Classroom, it kept me as her guardian. So if you had any parents sign up or accept, if you sent those emails out already before, maybe during the school year, the cool thing is now when they join and accept a class, their parent, you won't even have to email those guardians. Great, we can see that Miss Puig has already accepted it, and so now you can see that she has this darker color. And then here I can click invite guardians, and if I knew her, I'm gonna put, if I put Mrs. Reese and put invite, it's just gonna send it to her parents. So I'm not gonna do that, but that's how easy it is to invite a guardian. And the good thing about that is that opens up the communications for you guys, has them all in one spot, and you don't have to worry about creating a separate dojo, remind, seesaw, or group me to communicate with the families. And when all of these students accept or don't accept, you'll be able to tell by the change in their name. Now, the good thing about that is, let's say tomorrow you say, you know what, I'm just going to add all the students, which automatically sends them an email to join. And just because you want to know that you reached out to them. You emailed the PowerPoints to your homeroom kids, but just to better prepare yourself for Monday, you go through and add all the kids that you're going to see in summer school. Now, you do that tomorrow. And on Sunday evening, you come in and check and you see some of them have accepted, some of them haven't. Those might be the parents that you maybe contact on your own, or put a message in GroupMe and say, hey, have you heard from, I know so and so was your student, have you heard anything from them during this time? I have them in summer school, they haven't joined the class. So there's a good thing about putting the kids in here if you choose to do so, because you can see if they have accepted your invite or not. Okay, well, moving on. I'm going to create kind of like a fake posting of what I'm going to have prepared for my kids to see on Monday. Okay, so I'm working on the announcement. It says, good morning, take attendance by commenting here to this post. We will be meeting using this link, and I haven't set up the link for the meeting yet, but that's coming up. Today we will watch this YouTube video. All I did was copy and paste this video from YouTube. I could have also just added it here and click link, which actually I think I'm going to switch to doing. And then here it says, be ready with a paper or pencil. If you can, print today's worksheet. So I'm going to go to File. I already have a worksheet set up. I can add stuff from my drive. I can add a link. I had something in my computer desktop that I wanted to share for our pretend lesson today. And I think I'm also going to add, well, first let me copy this. Oops. Make sure I copy it correctly. Just so it's easier for the kids when I say, okay, let's watch that video. All they will have to do is click on it, add link. So it, good morning. Take attendance by commenting here to this post. We will meet using this link. I'm going to add the meeting link. And today we will also watch this YouTube video. Not only do they have it there, it's also going to post up in the post. Be ready with paper or pencil. If you can print today's worksheet. I attached the worksheet. I could also attach a Google document if I needed to. So I would click save when I was ready, but right now what I'm going to do is set up the meeting. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but besides opening up a tab and going to your Google Calendar, another way to easily access your Google Calendar is when you are logged in your school account, if you click on these dots here, you can go straight to Calendar. And it opens up your school-related calendar, so that's always nice. Now, to make the meetings, all I want to do is click on the day that I'm having the meeting. So for this mock setup thing, I'm going to click Friday. You guys would click Monday. Test meeting. If I'm the math teacher, I might put math meeting grades 1-2, math meeting grades 3-4, depending on what you're teaching this summer. I'm going to add a time. I asked the people that I'm doing this with to please join me at 4:30, and this is where you're going to set up your meeting link. So I put add Google Meet to this, and it comes up already. What I want to also do is put more options, and I can put does repeat weekly on Friday, or I can make a custom one. So for you guys, you might want to make your meetings repeat every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, don't select Friday, and then after, so you just fill this out, and it's going to repeat for 3 weeks. Summer school is 3 weeks, and it ends on, you'll put June 26th. That's what you want to put there. But here, maybe I'll just do that as an example. So this meeting with our fake meeting is always going to recur weekly on Friday. And now it's going to have that set up in my calendar for me already. And I'm just going to copy the link, but if I wanted to, I could add my students. So I'm going to add Mrs. Olson, who is my student, Miss Puig, who is my student, and Mrs. Monokuni, who is my student. And I'm sorry if I keep cutting myself off or rewording things. I wasn't really planning on making these, but when I heard the questions during today's meeting, I just wanted to make sure that everyone was prepared. So I can add all my students. Remember, you want to add all of the students from all of the groups and paper-based, because even though you see them at different times, they're all your students, and you want to make sure that they have access to it if needed. Do I want to send invitation emails to Google Calendar? Yes. When I click send, what this is going to do is send everybody that I'm sending this to an email, and it lets them know that I have created this meeting every Friday, and if they click yes, they will get a reminder before the meeting to join the meeting. So I did this during term 3 when we were doing distance learning. I set up the meetings on the day. My days were Mondays and Wednesdays, and Mrs. Monokuni's were Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I set it up for every Monday and Wednesday until May, and the time was set, and I sent this, and I told the kids they didn't have to do that because each day I shared the link anyways, but I told them it would make it easier if they went to their emails and pushed yes, and then they would always get a notification that the meeting was coming up. So anyhow, you click send. Sorry to those teachers that's going to send there to you, but now you can see that at 4:30 for the next few Fridays, I already have this set up. And I'll delete this afterwards, I promise, ladies. But now when I go here and look at my event, it gives me this little nifty thing here. I'm going to click that, and that copied the link for me. And I can add it there, and I can add it here. Add link. And so I'm going to review this before posting it to my class. Good morning. Take attendance by commenting here to this post. We will meet using this link. Today we will also be watching this YouTube video. And be ready with paper or pencil. If you can, print today's worksheet. And I give it everything that we're going to do today here. So I had already had this announcement posted, and so Miss Puig had already gone on and posted here before I had edited it. And then I would expect all the kids to. If I am running a meeting and let's say Mrs. Olson, she's my student. She gets in on the meeting with us, and she is she's on the meeting. I see her, she's talking, she's communicating, she's in the meeting, but she never typed here. Please still mark them here. You can ask them, hey, can you go into the Google Classroom and type here, please? But maybe they just came in a little bit late, or maybe they forgot. But don't just say, well, they didn't type here, but you see them, so they're here. Please mark them here if they participate. But yes, I would just do this every day. Each day, type my good morning message, remind them to take their attendance, share the meeting link, and your link should just be, when you set up that meeting, it should just be from 8:50 to 1 o'clock, because you are going to be sitting in that meeting that entire time. And the kids will be the ones who are rotating between the classrooms and the meetings. So just like how we've done summer school in the past, we've always had the 4 different classrooms. The teachers stayed in their classrooms, and you taught that one subject all day. Let's say you're the writing teacher, you teach writing all day, 4 different times. It was the kids that would move between the classrooms. So we're doing the same thing now, it's just we're doing it in a virtual world. This is my virtual classroom, and the kids are going to switch between us. Quick little side note, and I hope that this is helpful to you. I was on Teachers Pay Teachers for this demo just to show you how you can set things up, and I downloaded this free water cycle freebie. It comes with 8 pages. You can see it's like a header page, a colored page, a song, the song again, the page I want to use with my students, and then all of these extra things. Now, what I do is I don't need all of this. I just need page 5. So I go to print, and here, instead of having it set to my home printer or the school printer, I click Save as PDF. And then when I save it as a PDF, instead of going to Pages All, I'm going to do Custom and put 5. And now I save it. I'm going to save it to my desktop, name it Water Cycle Weather Pack Freebie, save. And so when I share this, when I share this document with my students, it's just going to be page 5, the 5 I needed out of the whole thing. And the great thing about that is I didn't have to print the whole thing and then take out the pages I want. I can just do that right from the internet. So I didn't know if you guys knew that, but if you open up a PDF on Google Chrome, it looks like this. Go to print, put save as PDF, and save your documents that way, and it saves it as a PDF file. So I could put, I want page 1, want page 3, want page 7. And now I'm going to save these 3 pages, and that's the only pages I'm going to share with my students. And I just thought that was a neat trick and wanted to share that with you. So it is time for my fake meeting. So what I'm going to do is just use the link that I provided in my class to open that right up. And I have 2 of my students already here. So I'm going to join now. Hey, so I am already recording. I'm already recording for the tutorial. I just want to show how you present. So you guys can see on my screen, well, not for you, but who's in the tutorial can see that it says present now down here. And so I just click on, if it's not there, you just kind of move your mouse down there. Oops, so I click present now. what I'm going to do is my entire screen, and I click on here and click share. And so once I do that, now they are going to be able to see my screen, which is, you guys see this, correct? Yeah. So I can kind of get a little image here where it says present you of what they're seeing. I'm sure I can click on that as well, but then you get this, so don't do that. So I go back to my class, or I talk to the kids. I have them mute. I go over the rules. We start our lesson. Now that I'm presenting my screen, maybe I open up the worksheet that we're doing today. So some of you were saying you want to be able to record the whiteboard. If you were going to record the whiteboard, I would not present. That way, and if all the kids are muting and you're talking, you're going to show up big on their screen anyway. So you'll just run your lesson and have the whiteboard in the background and talk. That's a good way too. If you're doing a lot of conversation or answering of questions, I would do it like that. If there's something you have to present on your screen to the kids, that's when you would want to use present. And so I open this up and I start talking to my students about it. Now, in our example class, I also posted that, hey, sometime during our lesson today, we're going to watch this YouTube video. Now, when we did our training and I started playing that video, I realized that there wasn't any sound. So what I think I would suggest to the kids is maybe during your lesson, you're going to say, okay, you guys, we're going to watch the YouTube video. Please make sure that you're muted. In Google, go to Google Class, click the video, watch the video. When you come back, when you're done watching the video, come back and give me a thumbs up in the comments. I mean, there's so many ways you can do it. That's just my idea, because I realize you guys couldn't hear the video's audio, and you want them, of course, to be able to hear it, so that you're not doing what I was doing. Like, I think I was saying this. So you can have them mute here, so you're not hearing everybody's video playing in the background. They can watch their video and then come back here. I mean, or you could even, in your morning message, tell them, watch this video before joining the meeting, but give them a timeline. Now, what I'm going to, whenever you're done presenting, so maybe I want to go back to working on my whiteboard. I'm going to push stop presenting, and then I'm going to ask Miss Marikuni, will you present your screen just so we can see how the Google Classroom looks like on your end, or what the students are seeing? Because I think sometimes it helps to know, what do the students see? So if they have a question, I can tell them, hey, click on this or this. And Mrs. Marikuni, as you're going to present, you did share that you have to open this in Google Chrome. If you are opened in Mozilla, it will not let you present, correct? Awesome. So this is what your students see. Hi. Do you by any chance have your Google Classroom, the example one, open? Or can you open that so we can see what it looks like for a student? So this is what the students see. They at the top just have stream, classwork, and people. And then they can see what the teacher's post was, which was mine, the good morning. And she can click on the link and she can click on the YouTube video. She can open up the PowerPoint. She's going to type in here for attendance. Bye. Oh, so now you are going to push the red button at the bottom of your screen to leave the call. You want to now go to Miss Huser's Google Classroom. Bye. So as a student, what they would do is, and if they have questions and say, how do I switch between classes? You want to tell them, but at the top on the left side, to click the 3 lines, the menu lines. And then they click classes, and then they can click on the class they need to go to. So, of course, the kids won't have these many classes opened. I just have all these classes since I have a class for each of you. But that's how you should set up the meeting. I would go to calendar. You want to open Google Calendar. You want to click on a day. you want to set up the event, the meeting, with a name, preferably probably your grade band and your subject. Give the time of 8:50 to 1 o'clock. And yeah, my computer really did just freeze, didn't it? You can go to more options before you click save, and you can set this to reoccur from on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from June 8th, and then you can click that it's going to stop on June 25th. And yeah, that's really it. Now, I purposely asked Miss Olson to not accept my invitation because I wanted to, again, show that now you can see all of my students are in here and this one still has not joined the class. So by the end of the day on Monday, these are going to be the students that we want to reach out to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that helps.